Feedback is a gift, a tool for growth and connection, but too much feedback can become a burden, drowning out your own voice in a fog of conflicting opinions. When you ask for feedback, you're being vulnerable, opening yourself to criticism and new ideas. But what happens when every suggestion pulls you in a different direction? One person says add detail, another says cut it down, a third wants a new structure. Suddenly your clear vision feels distant, replaced by overwhelm and self-doubt. The intention behind feedback is usually good, but more isn't always better. Too much input can paralyze us, making us question every decision. We're taught to be grateful for all feedback, but that's a myth. Mastering feedback means learning to filter, finding valuable insights and discarding the noise. The first step is to acknowledge the fog. Feeling overwhelmed doesn't mean you're a bad writer. It means you're human. Instead of trying to please everyone, reconnect with your original purpose. Why did you start this project? What message do you want to share? Hold on to your why. It's your anchor in the storm of feedback. Remember, feedback should strengthen your work, not weaken your resolve. Take a breath, pause, and reassess. You don't have to incorporate every comment. Your vision matters most. Use feedback as a tool, not a mandate. Trust yourself to know what serves your story. The light out of the feedback fog is your own voice. Let it guide you forward. For many women, the pressure to please is ingrained. We're taught to be agreeable, to avoid conflict, and to make everyone feel heard. These qualities can become liabilities in creative work. When we receive feedback, the urge to use every suggestion can be overwhelming. We fear seeming ungrateful or difficult if we don't take every piece of advice. So we try to satisfy everyone, and our work loses its unique voice. The result? A watered-down version of our vision and a loss of confidence in our own instincts. Leadership isn't about consensus. It's about having a clear vision and inviting others to help, not rewrite it. Give yourself permission to be the ultimate authority on your work. Be grateful for input, but not obligated to use it all. Say thank you for your feedback and privately decide what serves your story. Your responsibility is to the work, not to pleasing everyone. Sometimes, you must dare to disappoint in service of your art. That's the heart of courageous creativity. Trust your own judgment. Meet Maya, a writer proud of her novel's third chapter. She shared it with her writing group, only to receive wildly conflicting feedback. One loved the pacing, another wanted more action, a third wanted to cut a character others adored. Maya tried to please everyone, twisting her chapter into a mess. The result? Her voice was lost, the plot confusing, and her confidence shaken. At her lowest, Maya remembered why she started writing: to tell a story only she could tell. She realized that by trying to please everyone, she'd betrayed her own vision. With new resolve, Maya returned to her original draft and wrote down her core intention for the chapter. She asked herself, what do I want the reader to feel? What's most important here? Maya decided to use feedback as a tool, not a rulebook. She led with her own vision, reclaiming her story. The turning point wasn't in the feedback, it was in trusting herself. Every creator faces this moment: give up or choose your own path. Maya chose clarity over confusion. She made her story hers again. That's the power of leading with your own voice. There's a big difference between asking for comments and asking for direction. Comments bring a flood of opinions, typos, word choices, personal preferences, but often lack actionable guidance. Asking for direction is more vulnerable and specific. Instead of, what do you think, ask, does the tension build here? Or, is my character's motivation clear? This invites readers to help solve problems, not just point out flaws. Before sharing your work, identify your own uncertainties. Where do you feel stuck? What questions do you have? Share these with your readers to focus their feedback. When you get feedback, listen for the why behind comments. If someone says they're bored, ask where and why. The issue might not be action, but emotional stakes. Seeking direction is an active process, a dialogue, not a monologue. Dig beneath surface comments to find insights that truly guide your revision. That's how you turn feedback into clarity. In the end, this work is yours. Your name, your voice, your vision. Feedback is essential, but the goal isn't to please everyone. It's to create something true to you. Trusting yourself takes courage. Stand in the arena, listen to the noise, but don't lose your own intuition. Create a North Star document. Write down your why, your purpose, and your audience. Return to it when you feel lost. Choose your readers wisely. Share early drafts with a trusted circle who respect your vision. Protect your creative spark by setting boundaries. As your work grows, widen the circle, but always lead with your own voice. Leading your project means making the final call, even if it means saying, "Thanks, but I'm going another way." This isn't arrogance, it's ownership. Listen, learn, reflect, and decide what aligns with your North Star. Your story matters. Have the courage to trust it and share it. Dare to lead. The world needs your voice.